Everybody, it's Ken and Malcolm. We're back. We're talking about the 2018 virtual workshop for the Savvy Inspector. And we just wanted to share with you some things on the agenda. And one of the things, Malcolm, if you look at this, you see we're taking a lunch break. We have breaks included, so you can run and grab a cup of coffee or whatever. You can have lunch and you won't miss anything. So it's set up just like our agendas are set up when we have an event in a hotel or a conference center. So it's set the same way. 9 o'clock, we're going to get into some opening things, and we'll talk to you about, I'm going to talk to you about the real concerns real estate agents have with where their industry is going, and ours too. So we'll have some stuff there. We're going to get started talking to you about keyword research, because you know what happens is, Malcolm, if you don't know what people are typing in the browser to find a home inspector in your local market, I mean, you're doomed, aren't you?
How else are you going to know what to produce on content?
Yeah. And you know, not everybody in your market is going to type in home inspector Chattanooga. They might type in home inspector Chattanooga, Tennessee, or Chattanooga, Tennessee home inspector. So all of those keyword phrases are very different, and the volume of search is very different. So you could be wasting your time trying to get indexed or get on the top of Google for something that there's no search for. That doesn't make sense to me.
Me either.
Now, Malcolm, before you had the Savvy Inspector handle your online marketing, did you know what keyword research was, and did you do it for your firm?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's legitimate. Most business owners don't know what it is. I mean, they certainly know what a keyword phrase is, but they have no idea how to find it, and they have no idea how to determine how much search volume there is, how many people are searching for that keyword phrase a month. And, you know, one of the things about it, we'll talk about this too, but keyword research doesn't just mean home inspector, what city. I shared with you guys, answer the public in Boise a few weeks ago. Remember when they had all those questions people were asking about home inspections? Can the house fail the inspection? Should I have my real estate agent with me at the inspection? It went on and on and on, didn't it?
On and on.
If people are searching for that on the net, don't you think we should be answering those questions as home inspectors?
Totally good content.
Yes, totally good content. And we talked about content marketing and how to get that going, and we will get there. So everything starts off with, you know, what are people searching for? That's what I want to be after, what they're searching for. Then we're going to do a 90-minute, then it comes a break. And this is one right here, Malcolm. A lot of home inspectors will call us and they'll say, I have a website. And I'll say, well, okay, well, how many sales did you get from your website? And they're like, I have no idea. But 2 people told me that looked good. I mean, like, really? So, Malcolm, when you had your first website, it was a nice looking website, no kidding about it. But the one you have now does what? Converts visitors into paying customers, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, is that not what it's all about?
Yes, sir. Let's not get ourselves. My first website wasn't that great of a looking website.
I was being nice.
Okay, thank you.
The other websites, I say, please don't think I'm calling your baby ugly, but your website sucks. So you got to have a website that converts. I asked you in a prior segment about the workshop about, do you get inspections on your website, booked on your website, where people haven't talked to you, and you said yes. So what does that mean? It's converting visitors into paying customers, doesn't it?
Yep.
And it works 24/7. Tell me that again, Malcolm. We got a lag.
And that frees up some of our office staff time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do you offer a discount of any type if they schedule online?
I think we do, but
somebody else handles that in the firm.
Yeah.
As we've gotten larger, I say that too, Malcolm, because I'm uncertain about some things too about the Savvy. The staff has changed, and I wasn't aware of it. And it's a good problem to have. But some of our customers do offer a $25 discount if they schedule online, because your costs are truly less. So that's a great thing. So if you don't have a website that works 24/7 with your best sales message, you're in pretty big trouble.
Absolutely.
And then we're going to take the infamous lunch break, because the speakers have to eat too. You can actually take time off with the family. So we come back at 12:30. We're not giving you a whole hour. We don't want you to get off and, you know, doing something else and not come back to the live event. This is one of the things, Malcolm, that you told us earlier that really helped you. And this is reputation marketing, and you aggressively market. You aggressively secure reviews, and 200 something just Google reviews, not including the Better Business Bureau and other places where you have. I mean, it's just meant tons more inspections to your firm, hasn't it?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And you know what? Everybody says I get referrals from my real estate agent. Super. You get referrals from your real estate agents, don't you, Malcolm, all the time?
Sure.
And what do those clients do once they get that list?
Like a list of 3?
Yeah, the old infamous list of 3.
If they don't just call the person on the top, they're going to Google and research those 3.
78% of people are researching it before they call the vendor. 78%. So what happens is, if you have a website that converts, aren't you really helping your real estate agent too? Because she sends the clients to you, they research her, and she looks good because she's got a great home inspector.
3 people on the list. One doesn't have a website. One's got 2 reviews. And then you go see another great converting website with a ton of reviews. That's a no-brainer.
And your reviews stream right down the right side, and it shows where they came from, Merchant Circle or Super Pages or Google. Impressive. So you'll get a lot of business from real estate agents. They'll give the list out. You got a converting website. They'll come over. There's 9 pieces of information on there that allows them to convince themselves that Malcolm's team is right for them. They read it and they convince themselves, and boom, they schedule online or they call you on the phone. But 78% of people, once they get that list, will research that company, your brand. So no reputation is really as bad as a bad reputation, because you know what consumers think? If Malcolm doesn't have any reviews,
why not?
How come?
No. Mm-hmm.
Now, Malcolm, do you read reviews when you buy things or services, products or services?
I do. And unlike you, Ken, I actually leave good reviews after I purchase that product or visit that store.
Those baby boomers are. Okay, so I really, I saw the error of my ways. So yesterday, Beth and I had bought some area rugs for the mountain house. And so Wayfair, where we bought them, asked, what did you think about them? I actually took my time and gave them positive reviews. So, yeah. Because, you know, baby boomers, we just do not do it that much. We read them, but we don't always take the time to say nice things.
Unless you have a bad experience, then you'll quickly leave a bad review.
Yeah, no, I haven't really left that many. We had a bad experience the other day in a Thai restaurant. Basically, they didn't want to serve us for whatever reason. The lady was a nut. And so anyway, I didn't leave a review, and Beth didn't leave a review, but guess who did? Ken L. We have all millennial kids, so he always leaves reviews, good or bad. He wants to help improve your brand. That's what he says.
And that's what it's about, is improving. Quick story: my wife, that's just a piece of paper there. My wife ordered a T-shirt 2 weeks ago. The company sent her the wrong size. She emailed them, Facebook and Instagram. We tried to reach out on several different channels with no response, and said, I just want the right size T-shirt. She said, should I leave a bad review? I said, yeah, you should, because they're not responding to you. And it was actually a nonprofit. So she's like, I feel bad. I said, if they're not taking care of a small problem like this, they might not be actually supporting the cause that you think they are. She left them a bad review. Within 30 minutes, they emailed her and said, we're going to give you a full refund, a $25 gift certificate, and give you the T-shirt. So she
right size.
Review, obviously, but said, all you have to do is respond to me in the beginning. I don't need all this stuff. So reviews are, powerful, and people take note of those for sure. The
best brands respond to both negative and positive reviews. But best brands do that. I saw a brand manager for Tide, or one of the laundry detergents. I try to use no fragrance, dye-free, the whole thing. And somebody had a complaint about the Tide pods that go in the washer, the high-efficiency washers, and said it left a residue or whatever on my clothes. And the brand manager immediately apologized and said, here's what happened. The pod is supposed to sit on the very bottom underneath the clothes, because what happens if you throw it in, it can get hung up on something and it doesn't dissipate the way it should. And they had a whole thing. And then they put their phone number that said, if you want more information or assistance on this or any other thing, call us. They put their phone number right there. I was like, man, for a Tide Pod, that was incredible.
I love that's beautiful, because and I always try to tell people, you're responding to reviews as other people are reading them. And you just proved that point. It's not about responding to that person with the complaint. It's about you reading their response to that complaint. So,
No, I was quite impressed. I was like, man, somebody's got a brand manager on this. Really, really working this thing heavy. So reputation, there's 3 types: good, bad, and none. We already said, if you got no reputation, that's as bad as a bad reputation. But you know what happens? We're going to talk to you about in the event when you have reviews. and you get a negative review, how you manage that and what that really means to the consumer. I've heard people say, oh, they have only 5-star ratings. That can't be real. Those must be fake reviews. So there's some legitimacy to not everybody's happy with your product and service. And if you're out there a lot, you're bound to get a negative review in some sort. One of our customers got a negative review from a real estate agent. It was running both sides of the operation that fell. And somebody responded to that. The home inspector's doing a great job because this lady's totally annoyed. So I was like, that helped him. So that was a good one. So we're going to spend 90 minutes on reputation, and it's not good enough to collect reviews. I had a client that said to us the other day, he said, I got a ton of reviews. And I said, what did you do with them? And he said, they're on my computer. I'm like, tell me no.
So you don't have any reviews.
Exactly. So the only person that saw him on his computer was his IT guy, and he ain't buying a house. So, that was crazy. So the big thing about it is aggressively marketing your reputation all across the internet. Then Malcolm, we're going to take a break because you know what? The mind can only absorb what the seat can endure.
Yes, sir.
So another break. Then we're going to talk about search results, how to get your brand to show up higher in search results. Malcolm said to you earlier today in an earlier segment that he's up at the top of the search results for Chattanooga. He's got 5-star to see how many reviews he's got, and man, that gets the phone lit up.
Seriously.
And then we're going to take a break at 3:45, and then we're going to come back at 4 o'clock and have a panel discussion, the pros and cons of owning a multi-inspector firm. And you'll see yours truly, Malcolm, sitting on that panel. He's 3 years into business, and he's already got 4 home inspectors plus himself, office staff, a marketing person, the whole thing. So there are some pros and cons to it, no question. And then Malcolm on day 2, which is October the 13th. So it's a Friday and Saturday. Again, we're going to, at 9 o'clock, we're going to open up with some questions that people have put in. Our staff will be monitoring the live chat, and we will put in Q&A sessions. And all the coaches and staff will be there answering the questions. It won't just be me, know that. How to discover how to show up on the most valuable piece of real estate online, and that is the 3-pack. The 3-pack used to be 7. I saw again yesterday. Ken L instant messaged me and said, "Look here, for this city, Google has got an ad in the 3-pack." Okay, so there was now only 2 slots, but we have set it for you, Malcolm, and we're tracking it. Now Google has put on Google My Business a little phone. And your customer looking at your Google My Business account can actually call you right from there when they're looking at it. They don't have to pick up their own phone, their own cell. They push that button and call you. So I didn't know if you realize that or not, but we're tracking that for you, and we'll start being able to tell you really quickly how many calls you're getting directly from Google My Business.
Cool.
Do you ever push on the paid ads that are above the 3-pack?
Every rare once in a while I do.
I rarely do. I don't do it for 2 reasons. I want to see, first, I don't want to cause anybody a big click. We know how much pay-per-click costs. And secondly, I don't always trust that. I was looking for some Forex information, and there was a nice ad there, and it was a financial company. I clicked on it, and guess what? It took me to their homepage. So I'm like, this isn't what I'm looking for. So I usually don't. And a lot of consumers don't either. So organic search really gets it better. So
sometimes I feel like they're not earning it hard enough, so I don't want to give them the pleasure of clicking on their ad.
Yeah, they're earning it right in a wallet.
Yeah.
So what happens is when you look at your own listing, and we look at all of our clients' listings on a regular basis, you're showing up there, and you've got the right information, you got all those Google reviews. Then when you open it up, they can see your website, they can see all kinds of pictures about your firm. You can actually now in Google have articles, and it would be a great place to put how much does a home inspection cost, or how long does a home inspection take, because we want to engage that consumer. And there's only 3 of those spots available. And so that is really today for a local business the most valuable real estate. And Ken L, I think, is teaching this one. And what happens is he's going to show you exactly what you need to do to get your listing approved by Google, and then to move up the ranks. So that's at 9:30. We're going to do a 10:30 leveraging video to get more sales. And Malcolm, you've been doing a bunch of videos. Has that helped you?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
It allows people to know you, like, and trust you. And it also establishes expertise. A lot of people say, Ken, I got a face for radio. Well, so do I. But I still do videos because you're not in front of the camera, are you? I mean, you're behind the camera most time talking about something. And Malcolm, when you got started, was it hard for you to do it? Were you nervous about it and awkward?
Oh yeah, we did like 75 takes of each video.
I'm the one take wonder. I get in there and just start talking about it as if I was talking to you as a client. And so, you know, since I'm behind the camera, not in front of it, then it's super easy. But I've got videos out there that I did at Southern Home, the home inspection company we own in Atlanta, and those things have 70 or 80,000 views. A lot of people watching those videos. I don't understand it, but a lot of it. And we're going to teach you how to get comments, and when you get comments, how to comment back so that Google loves you and these videos show up. You know, YouTube is the second largest search engine, and when you type in Chattanooga home inspection, you're up there, brother. So when people come looking for you, they're looking for videos too. So the other thing I think that videos are, and I don't know, Malcolm, if you've done this yet, I know you've been working on a bunch of strategies, but putting together playlists for home buyers. You sell them the home, a lot of times the millennials are buying them, which God bless them, they just don't know as much about homes as other groups. Maybe other groups don't know about them either, but the fact of the matter is they're engaged. They want to remain engaged with your brand and helping them maintain their home so that when they go to sell it, they use their equity for the next purchase and not repairs. To me, seems like a good strategy. So, so leveraging video both for new sales and for retaining your customers. A lot of people don't do a bunch on prior client marketing. Malcolm, you do prior client marketing?
We do, but as stated in the last mastermind group, we're really going to step our game up on that because we have seen that our percentage of referrals from past clients are not where they should be. Right. So, you know, we stay in front of them, but we don't, I guess, stay in front of them with that wow factor. So that's something we're working on.
Yeah, get them engaged with you. Video is a perfect tool. Noon, we're going to do lunch. We're 12:30. We're going to start on social media that gets engagement and builds brands. Social media is kind of a mixed message, a mixed blessing. I think what happens, Malcolm, if you do this kind of marketing, online marketing, or you do top producer marketing, you have a goal in mind. You have a goal in mind. What's my goal? It's to get X number of agents into the firm, or whatever it happens to be, retain X number of agents. But with social media, I think so many people don't really have a goal. I mean, is the goal to get leads? Is it to build brand engagement? Is it to get phone calls? I mean, is it to entertain? So when you engage in a strategy with no goals, you know what you get? Not much.
Waste of time.
Exactly. No, I know we do social media for you guys, but do you guys also post on social media on behalf of your company?
Sure.
Okay. That really works the best. We don't always have a way to know what's going on in your firm locally. But social media, we're going to teach you how to build a brand and how to put content on there that really gets engagement. And this is another place that you can engage your prior clients, not just new ones.
Sure.
I mean, if you could get a third of your business each year from prior clients by keeping them engaged with the firm, that'd be a beautiful thing, wouldn't it?
It would be a beautiful thing. We spend so much money and time trying to get them in the first place. Why would they not be a repeat customer? Man,
you have nailed it, Malcolm. We're always taking dollars and chasing new biz, and we ignore the ones that know us, like us, and trust us, and already chose us.
Yep.
Social media engagement and doing things like we talked about with videos and the playlists on home maintenance, that works great. But social media, we're going to share with you what the goals are, how you can measure those. We're going to give you the key performance indicators for every one of those. I'm jumping ahead. 2 o'clock is a break. And then 2:15 is how to track your performance. And that's just what I was talking about. We call them key performance indicators. For instance, for your website, how many visitors do you want each month? Okay, so here's my goal. Okay, then we can look on Google Analytics and say, here's how many came. So if more came, God bless us. Okay, but if less came, then what happens? We're going to have to be looking at that, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, so key performance indicators will say, I want X number of leads. I want X number of comments. I want X number of this on my YouTube videos, all kinds of things. So if you don't track your performance, do performance the plan, you're not going to know where you are, and you won't know how to make course corrections. So that's it. Then we're going to take a break, Malcolm, at 3:45, and then we got a panel discussion, what worked for the inspectors in 2018 and what's on tap for those guys in 2019. So the agenda works just like it does if we're doing the event in a hotel.
And after pour your own cocktail.
Yeah, that's it. Save money again. Pour your own cocktail. All right, Mr. Malcolm, anything else about the agenda you can see we're focused on? Really reducing your dependency on real estate agents. While they're here, let's use them.
I like it.
Like the breaks and the lunch?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. In a minute, we're going to talk about some frequently asked questions that we always get. I said, Malcolm and I, we ought to just address them right away. How about that?
I like it.